Activation energy is simply different from activated complex. Activation energy is actually a kind of energy measured in joules, but activated complex is a chemical substance, not energy. If a species A is to react with another species B to form a compound A bonded to B, the minimum amount of energy required for the species A and B to undergo this chemical reaction is called activation energy. So they need to absorb activation energy for the reaction to take place. Let me represent this in energy profile diagram. These reactants are placed on a certain energy level. Here is 0. So they are existing on a certain energy level above 0 before the reaction actually takes place. For these two species to actually transform into a product, they will start absorbing energy. They will start absorbing energy until they reach a minimum. Now, let's assume that the products are more stable than the reactants, which is true in most cases. Now, if products are more stable, it means they have lower energy, exist at a lower energy level. When they absorb this minimum amount of energy, they form a product that exists in relatively lower energy than that of the reactants. And this is the product. Now, the distance from this energy level to the highest energy level is what is called activation energy. When they absorb this activation energy, they become a species, a high energy and highly unstable species known as activated complex, which resembles both the reactants and the products. And this activated complex is otherwise known as transition state, and it is placed on top of this energy heap. We represent it like this: A weak bond B, meaning that this bond can easily break and they return to their former status, or the bonds can strengthen more and they become products. This particular species is known as activated complex, while the energy of the activated complex is known as activation energy. So the difference between activated complex and activation energy is the fact that activated complex is a species formed when the reactants absorb activation energy, while activation energy is the minimum amount of energy that the reactants require in order to undergo a chemical reaction. I hope you got value. If you did, click on like, comment, share this video, and follow us for more videos.